Good morning, collective. Let me see if I can do it. Live long and prosper. See? Live long and prosper. Is that how they do it? Is it like this? I think so. Yeah. Live long and prosper. Good morning. I love you. I am so excited to see you today. So I got lots of stuff for you. One of the marks of a beast. Okay, so Spirit shared with me, pay very close attention to when you are in line to do a transaction, to finalize a cash, some sort of transaction. The mark of the beast is the one that will open their wallet and show all these hundreds and these credit cards, and then make sure you see the badge that, like, this is my title. Did you see that? Like, and all they're doing is paying for, like, the pancakes they ate this morning. So that's one of the marks of the beast, because a really spiritually alert person will just hand them a $20 bill or a card or Apple Pay. They're going to be really efficient. So that's good discernment for us, the mark of the beast, because it's such a pain, right, to just take this huge purse the size of like a suitcase, put it on the counter, and like go through and make sure that everyone sees that they have cards to every store and they have all this money. Oh, did you see that? Yeah, I think I saw that. A spiritually alert person will just show, here, pocket 20. Here's for my pancakes I ate. You did a really good job, thank you. Always tip your server, okay? Tip 100%. They're worth it. They have to smile and serve people that they have no idea the background on these people. And it's their job to be nice. It's their job. They get paid to be nice to people they know nothing about. Yeah, and smile. They're giving all of that away for free. That's their paycheck. So, anyway. I think if you had an autograph collective of like Elvis Presley, wouldn't you surrender that to the divine to meet Elvis Presley in person? If you had an autograph of like Eminem, wouldn't you surrender that autograph to meet Eminem in person? Why do you think that is? Because their spirit is amazing, and just to like shake their hand because of that spirit, that's what you would trade the piece of paper for, right? But we live in a world where you're more valuable on paper, collective. So let's say you got married and there was a prenup and there were these policies and all these things attached to your name. Pretty soon you're more valuable on paper than you are as a person. It's really sad, but that's the world we live in. Alexa, play Hit the Road. It just saddens my heart, because I think people have given you this assumption that, a marriage should be like a business contract. Who would you go into business with? Who can you trust your money with? That's how you should approach marriage. Really? Because if that person gets hit by a train, then all you're left with is the contract. And so what you're saying is that contract piece of paper was worth more than that person that just got hit by the train. I'd rather have that person back. I'd rather have that spirit back. But see, we don't operate off of love anymore. We just operate off of paper. So it's kind of sad. Just made my spirit really heavy today. But I'm going to cheer you up. So I picked a chosen one from the past again. I picked Beethoven. He wrote the Ninth Symphony, you know, that really famous one. He wrote For Elise, Moonlight Sonata. He was a genius. And all the people really cared about in his town was how crazy his hair was. So I did my hair especially crazy for you today. It's like, well, why do you concentrate on people's hair? The guy was a musical genius. But oh yeah, let's pick on him because he won't comb his hair. Who the fuck cares, right? He's writing miracles. That's the kind of world we live in. What's wrong with that person? Don't they comb their hair? I don't know, but if he sits down to a piano, I'm pretty sure he can kick your ass. Yeah, he had a very abusive father, collective. His father would, like, as a child, get him out of bed at night for his drunk friends. He was an alcoholic. His father was an abusive alcoholic. Get him out of bed as a child and cuff him to the piano and make him play for his friends. Just terrorized him, you know. It's kind of hard to play the piano with one hand cuffed. But his father cloaked himself in good behavior in the community because he worked at a church, and he provided lessons. And this was in the 1800s. Provided the children with music lessons. Alexa, play Dark Side of the Moon. So this guy, according to society, his father was this great upstanding citizen. Well, he thought he wasn't getting enough for his work at this church, and he also actually he played in the government too. Like he played for government events as well. So because he was part of the council and things of Germany, he was in well-known circles because he was a musician. But he felt like he should get paid more, what have you. So he forged a signature on a dowry of valuable gifts, and his whole response was, well, these are owed to me because of what I do. That was his whole attitude, like, this is owed to me. Anyway, he ended up getting arrested, and Beethoven even tried to step in, on his father's behalf, because at that time he was around 17 or so he was already making his own marks in the music world. But to no avail. His father had just completely ruined the family name because he preferred alcohol and money over encouraging Beethoven. He turned out to be a complete genius. But, when I channeled him and I spoke with Beethoven, every note that he wrote was releasing that pain. So for those of you with musical abilities or writing abilities, that's how you release that pain, is through your gift. And he told me that even when God made him deaf, because his best work was usually toward the end of his life when he was losing his hearing, so a lot of the things that he composed, he was actually deaf in one ear and partially the other ear, but God did that on purpose because it made him closer to his gift. And if you think about it, it would tunnel vision. He liked it because he didn't have to hear all the gossip about how they thought of his hair and how he dressed and his father, what a wreck he was. And so he didn't have to hear that. He didn't have to hear any of that gossip because he was deaf. And it made him closer to what he was supposed to do. So God lifted him out of that, lifted his spirit out of that. And when he wrote the Ninth Symphony, it was for the King of Prussia. I got all of this off of Classic FM website, and then I got it off of Beethoven Grunge too. So those of you who want to read more about him. But when he wrote this Ninth Symphony for the King of Prussia, the king didn't give him money for it, didn't give him accolades, didn't really give him anything for it, no title or decoration, nothing. But Beethoven, he made his own award for that, and he announced that I too am a king. So he kind of, says, okay, I understand you won't give me stripes, but I too am a king, and you too are a queen. So sometimes you won't get the accolades and the stripes that you deserve, but you need to claim it. Because I think the Ninth Symphony is like, I don't know, if you ask Alexa to play it or what have you, you'll recognize it right away. Look, Alexa, play Ninth Symphony. Let's see if she can play it. Yeah, she knows it. So the energy is really so weird. There's going to be some event coming up. I don't know, did any of you have good dreams? I had a dream where I was nailing wood across the door and the wood wasn't the right size, and Spirit's just standing there looking at me like, really? like, who do you think you're going to keep out of here? I'm like, I don't know, I'm just nailing this wood to the door. You do what you got to do. And that's what Satan is. It's just this false reality of fear because, but yeah, why are we in a world where we're more valuable on paper? I don't like that. I don't like that. Because I would trade an autograph any day to meet that celebrity. If it was one I admired. You know what I mean? Like, hell yeah. Like, so this is what we're up against, That's why we got to get this word of love out. We have to get this word of love out. Or it's just hate's just gonna eat the world up. We don't want that, right? Thank you for all these people that tune into my channel. I don't look at any of the responses or respond to any of them, but I do love you all. Thank you. I was instructed not to do that. I was told to just read the cards and enjoy life. So that's what I'm doing. I think it's easy enough if you're focused on the right things. And God's blessed me for it. So I feel very grateful to be breathing. As should you, collective, because this has been a long, long journey. And most of you have closed out this cycle and you're waiting for, you're waiting for some kind of news on things. I feel you gave him enough rope. I really do. I don't really think the situation's going to be any different at this point. But yeah, they could come forward and ask you to help them. That's something you'd have to take up with your higher authority. But where were they when you needed help, when you were alone? And I was going to say something too, collective. If you feel like, you know that saying, you can't teach a dog old tricks? Is that how you say it? You can't teach a dog new tricks. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. This is almost like you can't teach an old dog the same tricks because they already know them. Because I feel like these things that may be happening to collective, you know, whether you've been gang stalked or isolated or gassed out of your home, these are things that happened to you before. It's like, can't you try something new? It's like, you even reacted smarter this time because you recognized it quicker. You're like, oh yeah, this is what they're doing. So you opened all the windows randomly in your house. And it's like you knew before the shit hit the fan, like what was going on. Or if things were missing, or you're like, oh yeah, here we go again. Because they want to make everyone in the world say, oh my God, look at her, she's gone crazy. When you're like, no, just somebody came and took my shit. It's okay. I guess it can be replaced, right? It's not like you took my heart. You didn't take my gift. So, let's read the cards. I love you, I love you. So, yeah, look at this. They're pissed right now because they didn't break your heart. They wanted you to be absolutely disabled at this point, in a ball, curled up. And my God, you've just been so awakened by Spirit that you're enjoying yourself, you're empowered by yourself and what Spirit's telling you. Like, you feel like, wow, I just have like the best radio station right now. They didn't hurt you and they're pissed about it. So that's why you might be experiencing some events as retribution, because their whole goal was to either destroy you emotionally, mentally, or the last resort, physically take you out. King of Wands. Okay. You might try to be channeling this energy, because if you walk in this masculine energy, this is a really confident place to be. King of Wands doesn't really care if they step on toes. They really don't. They're just going to go and be happy and be funny and joyful, and life is great. This might be the energy you're trying to channel, so it won't be so heavy for you. But I believe that this is the person feeling this, because maybe you didn't want to hang out with this person. I don't know. But you knew you couldn't if you were going to reach here. So you had to let some things go. This might be someone you let go of, and this may be how they are feeling. But if you are feeling this, you know how to get that vibration way up with your healing, right? You shoot some hoops, okay? Because you're going to make the basket. I'm telling you, it helps. This is in your subconscious. These people that may have been celebrating before about all this great times ahead, all these great things that they thought they were going to get, maybe they're not going to get now. But you know, I still hold to the belief that if I could meet Elvis in person, I would definitely trade that autograph, because the person is more valuable than the paper. So I don't think those people thought like this. I don't think they did. It's really sad. And you're very conscious of this. All your angels that adore you, that absolutely adore you, collective, that are just loving on you every second that you close your eyes, because they cannot believe you got this far. They are so proud of you. And I'm proud of you, because I couldn't have done it without you and all these readings and all this awakening. I need you. So get back to work and inspire us. This is what you're moving away from, because somebody reset the dial, okay? And every time there's a death, this is eternity, right? It's going to still be there, even if you take it away. But we got to reset, recalibrate, because there's been an ending. And you're headed toward new adventures. Walking off cliffs. But see, we can hang glide. See, we got this. We we have different methods. We have cooler methods. You know, there may be somebody showing up with a hot air balloon. You never know, okay? So don't doubt the impossible. The same universe that brings you a rainbow has brought you immortality, can get you over this cliff, okay? FYI, just letting you know. We're moving toward this Seven of Wands guy. Dude, he is like in every reading. It's like, yo, whoa there, whoa there. Live long, prosper. Live long, prosper. See, this is what we wish for people. Live long, prosper. We don't wish like, oh, that person has to die. Black magic. I have never woke up once and thought, okay, what spell can I mix up to kill this person? I don't think like that. I really don't. Oh my God. Okay, so we got this. This is what people think of you. Yeah, they think that you're collaborating, that you have this like huge group of people and you're just like kicking ass with these people. Yo, what's my cat and I really don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, this is how they probably are really suspicious of what you know and how you know it. And it's like, yo, just get pure and the spirit will talk to you. Just get pure. That's all I can say. I still smoke. He's dealing with me. He knows. I want to go to I want to do it right. I want to go to an acupuncturist. I want to be in a spa. Like, I'm going to do it right, okay? No, I could lay it down. I have gum. I could. But it's my crutch. It's my crutch. So you can judge me if you need to judge me, but spirits told me not to be so hard on myself because there's been a lot of wounds that I've had to take, so it's gonna work out. But anyway, this is how they see you, collective, is that you got all this shit with all these people on the block. You're the hot one on the block. This is dreams and wishes. The slow and steady energy coming toward you. You know, hopefully they won't have the mark of the beast that I talked about, where they're opening up their wallet and showing me all this money. Like, oh, who cares, right? Yeah, you're waiting for this, and you deserve it. And then you got this, too. So you got two. This is nice, actually. This has got really good energy, because one's really loving, and one's about your stability. And that's kind of what you would really enjoy right now, is love and stability. And to be more valuable in person than on paper. I love you, collective. Go get some autographs, okay?